and he completed his bachelor's and master's from the Department of Information Science and Library Management, University of Dhaka. And now he's working as a research assistant at the Institute for Research and Development, IRD. So Imran, you can take the floor.
Assalamu alaikum. In today's conference session, dear invited speaker and chair of the conference and participant and the attendants of the conference, I welcome all of you in my session. As you have already seen on the screen, the title of my research, and the title is Students' Approach Towards Online Learning During COVID-19 Period, and the coverage area of my study was the University of Dhaka, and we two students, basically we are two friends who conducted the research, and I have worked as the first author. You have already notified about my details, and the second one is from my coach also, and he is also a student from the University of Dhaka. So here is the overview of my presentation. We have divided the whole presentation into 10 parts. The first one is the title slides, which has already been passed. The second one is the introduction. Third one is the literature review, methods, objectives, results, discussion, and conclusion. So let's get started with introduction of our research. In introduction, I have divided the introduction into 4 parts. The first one is the type of education. The world have already been experienced. Till now, the people of the world have been experiencing 2 types of education. The first one is the face-to-face education. On the other hand, we can call it as a formal education. The second one is the distance learning, which can already be regarded as online learning in this particular time. And the phases of distance learning can be divided into 3 parts. The first one is the corresponding distance education. The second one is the visual auditory, and the third one is computer-based education. And if you look at the dominant medium of these phases of education, of distance education, the first one is called correspondence distance education, and the most influencing media of this sort of education was letters. And the second, visual auditory, was based on radio and television, which was started from 1920s. And the computer-based or online learning had been started from 1980s. And the 4 influencing media are laptop, desktop, mobile, and tablet. So let's get known to the online form of education. Online education can be defined as a sort of education where instructions are given on digital device to support learning. And there are the 4 significant features of online education. The first one is accessibility, second one is flexibility, interactivity, and the last one is collaboration. So let's get known to the online education and COVID-19. As we have already, I think all of the presents in this session have experienced the barriers of COVID-19. When COVID-19 emerged in our country, all the physical classes had been stopped, and that resulted to the emergence of online education. So all the universities and institutions had to shift towards online learning, and the online learning had been emerged from that. And as a result of COVID-19, many online courses had been evolved in our country and all around the world as well. So we have tried to understand how students used to conduct their online learning during COVID-19 period. And we already know that there are 2 types of courses students get enrolled to. First one is free and paid courses. So we have gone through many literature to conduct our study, and I have included here 4 papers which are more notable in my research. The first one was conducted by Kinsey and Kidd in 2010, and he has examined many historical aspects, the way of online learning and the way of online teaching and the strategies to shift from traditional to online learning. And the second one was conducted by Sun and Shen. And he examined a research and he found that effective course content and the effective collaboration between learners and the teachers and the application of advanced technology are the important factors to make effective online education. Third one was conducted by Alexander, and he found a very interesting finding. He found that the things which are learned from video can be remembered more than those are learned from printed medium. And the last person conducted research on fulfilling current information gaps, preparing for the future, satisfying curiosity, course complements professionalism, impress potential employees, and shaping a goal for college applications. And here are the methodologies I have used in order to conduct my research. It was basically a quantitative approach and having a little bit qualitative features. And the population of my research work was basically the students of the University of Dhaka. Currently more than 30,000 students are studying in the university, and we have successfully reached to 147 students, but we have sent our questions to almost 500 students, and among them only 147 students responded. And the way of getting the questions of Google Forms. And the analysis tools are two. The first one is SPSS and the second one is Excel. SPSS was used to analyze the statistical feature of the resource, and the Excel was used to perform the graphical representation of the research. And here basically the four objectives of our research. The first objective is to know the portion of the students who are used to online learning and the things they learn from here. And the second one was the things which the students learn through online learning. The third objective was the positive experience because they get from the online learning. And the last objective was the barriers. The barriers those the students get experienced while interacting to online learning, and the things to be rectified for the platforms who provide online learning facilities. So here are the process of the analysis of the data we have collected. First of all, we have collected the data from Google Form, then we have decoded the data into numerical value in order to code the collected data into SPSS. Then we have performed the statistical features, then collected the table which were to be presented graphically. Then using Microsoft Excel, we have performed our graphical representation of the data. So let's get known to the main part of the research, that is the findings. First of all, we have gathered some demographic information. As we have already seen, 80% were male and 20% were female responded. And here is a huge imbalance. You have seen, here is the age-based calculation. Most of the respondents' age was 23 to 25, and they were comprised of 65.3% of the respondents' age was 23 to 25, and only 2 respondents' age was 19. Here is the faculty-based distribution. There are about almost 19 faculties in the University of Dhaka. If you look at the paper, at the presentation, most of the students were from the arts faculty, 9 were from biological science, 9 from engineering and technology, 17 were from social science. And here is the academic year based. As you have already seen, 55% of the students were from masters, 18% from 4th year, 8% from 3rd year, 13% from 2nd year, and only 6% students were from 1st year. So here is the portion of the students who were used to online learning. As we see, 78% are used to online learning, and rest 22% were not used to there. And if you look at the presentation, the students who were not used to online learning, there are some reasons. The most significant reason to avoid online learning was the poor network. During COVID-19, all the students were supposed to stay in their home. And the students who used to stay in a rural area, peripheral area, the network was not strong enough. So they have to experience a huge barrier and huge restrictions in order to get access to education or access the classes which were conducted in online platforms. Basically, it's a media of education, online learning. Online learning are basically provided in three mediums. The first one is video, text, and audio. If you look at the presentation, 43% students they used to interact with video-based online education. 48% were text-based, and 9% were used to interact with audio-based education. And here is the platforms they used to prefer most for online learning or the courses. Here you see that Coursera is the mostly used platform by the students. 52% students got enrolled to Coursera. 17% enrolled to Khan Academy. 13% used to Udemy. And others were 14%. Others include in our country there are some well-known online learning platforms. For example, Think, Win School, etc. And here is the distribution of the number of courses students used to got enrolled to, and we see that 1.4% students got enrolled to 11 to 15 courses, 19 students enrolled to 6 to 10 courses, 44.9% students got enrolled to 1 to 5 courses, and there was a student who enrolled to almost 41 courses. And here is the enrollment type. There are two forms of courses, free and paid courses. If we see, most of the students enrolled to free courses, and the least number of students enrolled to paid courses, and there's a little bit portion of students who enrolled to both paid and free courses. And here is the position of all the courses that students got enrolled to. There is a common tendency among the students who get enrolled to online courses. Most of the courses they enroll to remain uncompleted. If I share my experiences, I have already enrolled about 20 to 25 courses, and among them I have already completed 4 courses. So among 25 courses, 21 remain uncompleted. And here is the scenario. We see that the 58 students, that is 39.5% students who got enrolled to different courses, they just enrolled to the courses but did not complete it. And 12.9% students enrolled and completed the courses. And about 16 students got enrolled and completed the courses. And here are the problems the students notified while interacting to online courses. And here are the things that students learn from online learning platforms. Most of the students used to learn department-related things from online courses, and the IT and language hold the second position in this regard. So here the discussion. Basically, it is a summary of our findings. Here we see that department-related matters are learned most, IT holds second position, and language is another important factor. Second one is enrollment time. Most of the enrolled courses remain uncompleted, and least number of students enrolled to paid courses. The weakness of the online courses can be seen as it can also be concluded from the study that the time-saving facility and the opportunity to learn anything are the two most significant factors of the online courses, and the network problem and the price of courses are the barriers to get enrolled to online courses. And the things to be developed are teaching system and the ways of enrollment process are the two notable features to be considered while taking consideration for rectification. And the video quality exam system and certification process should also be developed by the online learning providers. So here are the conclusions of my study. So courses around the world, as we know that many courses have been provided all around the world. Even many well-known, renowned universities release their courses on online. If any one of you want to get known to the computer science program of Harvard University, you can search on YouTube by CS15. There is a course CS50 on YouTube. If you search on YouTube by typing this, you will get the whole courses of computer science of Harvard University. And the quality of those courses are very standard. A huge number of students are getting known to those courses, and the types of courses are many. Almost all sorts of courses are provided there. But in our country, there is a necessity is being increased. Many students are shifting to IT-related fields. As there is a lack of job in our country, many students are trying to shift their career into IT-related fields. So that is why many people are opening many courses here. So the courses which are being prepared in our country should be standard. And the future scope of the research is the people who want to do more research on online learning can know the things to be rectified or things to be developed while developing or designing online courses. So here are the limitations. The people or the respondents were few in our research, and there are imbalance in the research, imbalance in male and female respondents. Other perspectives could be included in the research, and here are the references we have used to conduct our research. So that's all for today. Thank you for your passions hearing to me. That's all. Thank you.